The guys take things a little slower today, going after varmints with crossbows and air rifles. This Carbon Express crossbow puts an arrow right where you want it, and the Remington air rifle is a classic for dismissing small targets, varmints, and otherwise. A straightforward challenge and a good time to catch up as we approach the end of the competition. The Right Stuff begins right now. It's day 7 on The Right Stuff, and the guys will be looking for varmints.
Welcome to day 7 of The Right Stuff. Today's challenge is the Air Rifle and Crossbow Challenge. Each competitor will use the Carbon Express crossbow and the Remington Tyrant air rifle. The air rifles can be used for various varmints such as rats, squirrels, rabbits, gophers, and crows. For the challenge, you will make your way to the first shooting position where you'll shoot 3 targets with the air rifle, valued at 1, 3, and 5 points. Then you make your way over to the crossbow where you shoot targets valued at 3, 5, and 10 points. Does everybody understand what you're doing? All right, guys, let's see who has the right stuff.
Birchwood Casey ground strike targets are wonderful, easy to set up, high visibility targets. Great for beginners and experienced shooters alike. They are usable with all calibers and firearms, are built to last, and will take hundreds of shots. Remington, the world's most innovative firearms manufacturer, now masters the air gun. Break Barrel Power delivers a 1300 FPS message with a 22.9 foot-pound punch in your choice of 5-scoped rifles, powered by air, driven by 200 years of firearms expertise.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
The actual challenge was you had 5 rounds, 3 targets with an air rifle, unknown distance, so you had a range estimate.
Squirrel. Hit.
It was interesting due to the wind, so, shooting air rifles, not sure, what the wind effect would be at the distances that we were shooting. It played a major factor in, our shootability. You just had to lean into it and apply all the fundamentals of marksmanship.
Hit.
No, I haven't shot an air rifle much. Shot some years ago, and so it's different, from shooting, regular center fire firearm.
Hit.
In preparation for the show, I thought there might be a possibility of, shooting crossbows, so I just went out on the range and, shot pistols, rifles, and shotguns, and crossbow. think I had a solid performance. You know, everyone here's got a good background in marksmanship. It's just different varying degrees of, you know, working with different weapon systems or firearms, I should say.
Yep, that's it. And range is clear.
The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by Smith & Wesson, Remington, UTM, and Pro Gun Club. The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by Fiocchi, Progressive Force Concepts, and CompTac.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
The challenge was starting with the air rifle. You had 3 squirrel target swingers. I believe they were Birchwood Casey. To take those, you left it in a safe condition, moved over, grabbed the crossbow, and you had you want to put 3 bolts. You had 3 blocks at varying distances, but you had to kind of guesstimate by the increments in the scope.
Squirrel.
I haven't shot air rifles since I was probably 9 or 10 years old. Crossbow is like my 3rd time, so it was pretty new for me today.
Hit.
You know, the ergonomics of it was like a standard rifle, trigger manipulation and everything. It was just so quiet, you really didn't know when it went off. It was just hoping for a swing, whether it did or not.
Hit.
It was just first morning jitters, you know, but it's kind of like when you go shoot 3 gun. First stage is rarely very good, and then you just amp it up from there. It's time to amp it up. We got another challenge today, and hopefully make it in tomorrow and turn it up even more and finish complete instead of leaving something on the table.
Moving on.
This is my 3rd time to shoot a crossbow, so I really don't have anything to compare it to. But after that, yeah, I would definitely take one. I mean, it was the trigger felt like a hunting rifle felt. You know, everything was spot on. Whoever sighted it in, I mean, it was just money right where you put it. First thing in the morning, I'm really not happy with any of it. You know, could have done it all better. Economy of motion's a big thing, and not wasting movement. I wasted a ton of movement fumbling around. I think I can clean it up on the next challenge and make it up.
Range is clear.
The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by Wiley X, Tannerite, and Brownells. The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by Vortex Optics, Yeti Coolers, and Carbon Express.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Squirrel.
So for the challenge today, basically you start out, you had 5 shots with a air rifle and you had 5 crossbow bolts. And basically fastest time with the best hits won.
Hit. Hit.
I did really like the Remington air rifle, and I think when I get home I may pick one up for various uses around the house. Don't screw up. My strategy was get to the air rifle, slow as fast, or what's the old saying? Slow as smooth, smooth as fast. I guess is what I was going for there.
Moving on.
So I think one of the things that hurt me today, as I was told after the fact, I'm not real familiar with crossbows, and I was told that I did not load the fletching into the groove, and that was what hurt my accuracy when I was shooting the crossbow. I was not real happy with my overall performance today. I think I've definitely got some making up to do tomorrow. Oddly enough, I actually feel good about the fact that I hit the long crossbow target. Again, not shooting them a whole lot in the past, I was pretty happy to get that first thunk there. Overall, up to this point, the show has been a fun experience. There was a lot more hurry up and wait, I guess, than I expected, but it's definitely been a lot of fun being out here.
Range is clear.
The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by Tannerite, Blade Tech, and Burdett & Son. The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by CO2 Coconut Water, Body Armor, and Techwear.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Squirrel.
We shot the Remington air rifle and the Carbon Express crossbow, 3 ground squirrel targets and 3 block targets with the crossbow. I shot the squirrel targets and just didn't allow enough for the wind. It drifted my bullet off.
Hit. Hit. Moving on.
The rifle felt good. It shot good. It felt like a regular rifle, not a BB gun. I shouldn't have rushed that last shot. I'm a little disappointed with that. I wish I'd have just kept on track and slowed down just a second. Just a little disappointed that I missed that one crossbow shot.
Range is clear. Great shooting, guys. Let's head back to Campfire Armory, see how we did.
Do you think you've got the right stuff? Now seeking contenders for the next season's competition. Log on to therightstufftv.com and send in your application now. Come on out and show us what you've got.
Welcome back to Campfire Armory. What an exciting challenge today, huh? Big thank you to Remington for providing the Tyrant air rifle. What'd you guys think of that?
It was nice.
Pretty
Shot
quiet,
good.
huh?
We didn't affect it at all.
And we had the Carbon Express crossbow. It's pretty neat there. How'd you guys feel about that?
It's good. It shot good.
Today's challenge was very tough. It was very tight. And in first place, Terry.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. In a very close second, we had Raleigh. Thanks, sir. Now, we did have one competitor that had a perfect score on the course fired today. Also had the least number of shots fired and the fastest time. So for that, we have the Right Stuff bullet, Terry.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Terry leads with 6 bullets, Raleigh close behind with 5, Micah is in third with 3, and BJ in last with 2.
Once again, guys, as we know, can't be out here forever, so it's time for somebody to go home. The person who's out of ammunition and doesn't have the right stuff is BJ. If you would, hang up your bandolier, please. Go ahead and say goodbye to the guys. Pleasure having you out here.
Boys, we'll see you later.
The show, it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed meeting all the guys here, and I'm done here, so I'm going to go home back to Missouri and enjoy that.
All right, guys, let's head back to Campfire Armory, get our gear ready for tomorrow, and see who's ready.
3 contenders remain, and Micah has one more chance to catch up. The guys pick up the Smith & Wesson M&P loaded with UTM training rounds to handle a close quarters, high-stress tactical challenge.
Shoot!
These UTM rounds allow for a safe 180-degree course and a truly immersive experience. Accuracy and a cool head will determine who moves on to the finale. Another fantastic Shipman Agency production.